I'm Nana Acheampong and welcome to the SheerLuxe show. We have a great show for you today. Style Insider is back. Lu chats vintage fashion with pre-loved stylist Amy Bannerman. Plus we take behind the scenes on the road and spend the day with Lu and Hodge in the gorgeous Hastings, shopping and eating and all that fun stuff. But first, let me introduce our wonderful guests. Co-founder of communications agency Lu, Stevenson, brand consultant and founder of Glass Haus Interiors, Scarscella, and lawyer and founder of Fette World, Angela Lee. Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
How is everyone?
Good.
Right, I mean, January's dragging. Let's be honest.
A little bit.
I'm really
We're still
enjoying
here.
January.
And Holly and I wearing the same clothes.
No,
You
straight up
guys
wearing
have
the same.
literally come in. Obviously, today we're talking kind of like a lot of workwear, corporate stuff. You guys came in exactly the same outfit.
Yeah, I'm not
pretty
sure whether we
much.
should be really embarrassed.
And I don't know if we should be sitting next to each other either.
You've also both got beige coats as well, which I love. Like full look.
We made it work, didn't we?
Sort of like silver accessories too.
I love it. So you guys, we have three really successful business owners. You've all got very different fields that you're in. I want to know from each of you what your non-negotiables are. Obviously, Lauren, you've been doing iLate for 10 years. Have your non-negotiables changed from then to now?
Do you know, they actually haven't. For me, it was always about people first. So I started iLate to be about people, and the people make the business. It's not just about me and my co-founder. It's about the people, and I've always believed that if you are a good leader and you create an amazing culture, the success will come. And I believe it has. And we wanted to create a place that people wanted to work at and that people wanted to work with. And I'm hoping that's what we've achieved.
Well, it's so funny, obviously, our paths have crossed a lot over the years. And it's
Yeah.
so funny, and obviously I'm sure you guys will attest to it too. Like, if you get invited to an iLate event, you're like, I'm there.
Yeah.
You're so renowned for having the best events, best brands.
Yeah.
And I think clearly that is just credit to...
I think we keep them a long
yourselves.
time, and I think, you know, it was always for us to create this amazing network of people that wanted to be with us, whether it was people having their careers with us.
Been a while.
I also think kindness goes a long way. I think if you
for
are
sure. I feel
nice,
like that is definitely.
people want to work with you, they
for
want to
sure.
work for you, and then they want to stay with you. And I think that is, I've held that for my whole career. And I don't think that you have to be, you know, a bit of an asshole to do well in this industry or this career. So that for me was absolutely one.
Yeah, the one non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Holly, you had a business, you sold your business, you started a new business, Glass Haus Interiors. I want to know obviously I've just done my house. I want to know everything about this company. And have your non-negotiables changed? Have you got new ones?
Yeah, you know what, mine actually really have. I kind of didn't really know what I was doing, so I don't think I had non-negotiable. I didn't know what I was doing day to day. I was like, oh, okay. And then obviously I sold the business, and now I'm launching this new company, Glass Haus. I feel like I am a completely different person. I'm a mum. And I think for me, you know, the biggest non-negotiable isn't necessarily like a super practical one, but it's just knowing what you want out of your business. And I think knowing what you want out of your business helps you set great boundaries, makes you make really good strategic decisions for the business. That's really key.
And can you just explain a little bit about Glass Haus? Because me personally, I just want to know.
Well, that's so yes, I'm launching this company called Glass Haus Interiors. It launches at the end of March. And essentially the idea came from renovating my house, and we were very lucky to work with an amazing interior design team who were fantastic. But it became really apparent to me that, you know, we used them for some of our house, the other rooms in the house that we didn't use them for, aka my kids' room. I was like, I'm not paying a design fee for that, they're my kids' rooms. But I was like, but I don't know what to do. Little details that pull the room together that make it feel designed. It's the layered textures and the lighting accessories. I didn't know how to do it. So essentially what we've done with Glass Haus is try to solve that problem and make interior design really accessible for as many people as possible. So we have partnered with 8 of London's biggest design houses, amazing interior designers, from Millie Turner to Tear Interiors to Pineapple Interiors, like these great, amazing design houses who are actually creating us pre-designed room schemes that you can literally just pay a very small fee to download, and it will tell you exactly how to implement it in your house, whether your house is Georgian or Victorian,
like
what sizes.
Genius. Why didn't we have this before?
I know, and like this is what I
I'm
needed.
literally having my kitchen and bathrooms done right now.
There you go.
Seriously,
I know.
my girl.
And this is it. It's, you know, everything's available online. You know, we class it in like total room spend. You know, you don't have to buy everything. Obviously, you get sent everything if you wanted to go and buy everything, but you don't have to. but it will really give you that education of how to implement these beautiful high-end luxury designed rooms for a fraction of the price.
Love that.
So yeah,
love that.
that's
Amazing.
it.
I think it's brilliant.
You've given me one. Have you got any two other non-negotiables that you would say?
Okay, so my one non-negotiable, which is more of a practical tip for people, and it sounds so boring, but it's essential, is really good diary management. And it's boring, but the amount of people I work with who are struggling to get what they need to do done in a day because they're not strict enough with their diaries. You know, if you ask my husband what's the most annoying thing about me, would be my alarms. But I literally have alarms. So if I'm in a meeting, to stop it going over, to say, leave now.
Yeah.
And I learned somewhere that you can have half-hour meeting instead of full hour, and you actually achieve the same
Oh, I'm
thing.
sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah,
Because they just go on
100%.
and on,
Also,
don't they?
could it be an email? That was the
Amen.
Exactly.
Angela, I want to hear your three non-negotiables and also about Fette World because I am a huge nail fan.
I know, I can see that. I was thinking Nana and Fette collab coming soon. I know.
Let's go.
So yeah, I mean about Fette World, what can I say? I'm wearing my, own nails. So they are hand painted, press-on nails that you can apply and remove very easily. So instead of you sitting in front of manicurists, it will be the 10 nails sitting in front of manicurists. So they're painting, they're putting nail art on, and you save time. And instead of using the traditional glue, you use almost like a double-sided sticker that you put them on. So it's very easy to apply and remove, and they're reusable.
Yeah.
So you have a set of nails that you can put on for a night out, and then remove
love
them,
that idea.
and
so
then
natural.
reuse them next day. So yeah,
And
it's
I
amazing.
as someone who is constantly having to run to the nail salon and being like, oh, I've just broken this down, like, that's genius.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really
So
genius.
for your new business, what would you say your three non-negotiables
Ooh,
are?
I think for now, definitely number one is being open-minded. I think we are overloaded with information every day, and it's easy to receive something and judge it before understanding and embrace it. And I think it's so important to just know new ideas, new way of living, new way of approaching a problem, etc. And I think that is quite crucial for me. Actually, my newfound one really is to stay always childlike.
Yeah.
How do I say this? Like almost going from my lawyer job before to now, I think if you're being childlike, have this almost foolish optimism and knowing things might always work out, you're always going to take action that much easier. And you don't have to care about what other people think of you if things don't work out the way that you plan to. So I think these are my current non-negotiables in life.
that one.
Yeah.
Amazing. So many great takeaways from that. We are now going to meet another woman who is killing it. Lu delves into the glorious wardrobe of Amy Bannerman, pre-love style director of eBay.
On today's episode, we're discussing the real bombshell of Love Island. It is Maya Jamo's iconic outfits.
She's next level.
Gorgeous, isn't she?
Also, I love how unbothered she is.
Our ultimate girl crush is back on our screens after a 10-year break. Has everyone seen that Cameron Diaz has returned to acting after a 10-year hiatus and having said that she was retiring?
Yes, so I actually started watching this last night, but I fell asleep.
We also discuss how to get out of a January style rut.
And put on some platform Uggs, which
Yeah,
would surprise people, but I'd get as far as the shop.
Yeah, and then you're like, I'm putting my
I'd be
heels
back-
on.
Yeah, and then I'd be back in the house again.
And what to do if a girlfriend is copying you. It's a good one.
Hello and welcome to the next edition of Style Insider. Today I'm joined by Amy Bannerman, pre-love style director at eBay, and we're going to chat all things style and have a delve inside her amazing wardrobe. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you. Welcome to my house.
Thank you. I'm so excited to get stuck into your wardrobe. But before we do, we want to chat all things style. So tell me, how would you define your style?
Comfort is really important to me. I don't like feeling like something is too tight or when you sit down or scratchy or whatever. And I really like unexpected pairings. I don't like being all one thing. I don't like being really smart. If I had a really nice, an evening dress and evening heels, I would want to wear something like a vintage bomber jacket or something. I wouldn't want an elegant coat. Well, just nothing to one aesthetic. I don't like feeling really I wouldn't wear full sportswear or I like unexpected pairings.
And has your style always been like that?
Yeah, I think I have always been like that, and I think it's come from always shopping pre-loved and like going into a charity shop when I was a student and finding something just not because it's trend based, but just because I love it. When I was a student, I had a Coca-Cola t-shirt that I'd bought, and then I like hacked it up so it was kind of really sexy. It was like Y2K times, but no one else had it because I'd made it. So it was like stuff like that really always made me feel confident.
Yeah.
The thought of like going to Zara and wearing the same outfit, like the dress or whatever, that is like, I just would never.
Same as everyone.
Yeah, I just don't. That to me does not appeal. Like I know people obviously like really buy into that, wanting the thing of the moment, but it actually completely puts me off.
And how did you get into pre-loved? Has that always been something you've been passionate about?
Yeah, definitely for like as long as I can remember. I think a catalyst was my mum's sister only wears pre-loved, and she always looked very effortless and cool, but like really unexpected things. And then my brother went to university in Newcastle and he really got into it. So he dyed his hair, and then he'd go and buy suits from charity shops and he would dye them to match his hair. So he was like, and he'd wear like leopard print fur coats, and I just thought that was amazing.
So you've kind of had those icons in your family that you can kind of look up to, and
yeah, it really inspired me.
Yeah.
I set up a vintage store when I was 23, and I got a loan from the Prince's Trust, and because my mum's Canadian, I imported everything from Canada.
Wow.
So I was quite young to be doing that.
Yeah.
And it was just, it kind of didn't work out, but obviously it set me on my path.
If you're not kind of looking at the trends in the high street, like, you know, every season are you looking at different things, or where does that kind of inspiration come from?
All over really. Like I really always at eBay say I don't like this thing of following trends. I think we really need to get out of that. It just encourages this like overconsumption, and every season like you need a new colour. Like to me that's ridiculous. It's like it can't be like it's not green anymore. Like that's just an insane way to live your life.
And do you find that you have things where to you they haven't been a trend, they're just an amazing item,
Yeah.
and then it gets oversaturated and then you're like, I can't see that piece anymore?
The whole boxer short thing, I think after Paul Mescal
Yeah.
wore the Gucci, you know, loafers, and I was like, that's what I wear every summer. I just basically wear a man's shirt and men's pants.
Yeah.
And that's me done until it gets cold again. And I was a bit like, oh, that's quite annoying because it looks like I've been to Zara. When I dug out my box of pants when summer came around, I was like, oh. But then, you know, that will have gone next summer and I'll still be wearing it. So you think you just have to like remain loyal to your style. And definitely like the things I love are just things I've had for like a really long time and really just love them for me. And I think as you get older, you're like, that just suits me.
You know.
And I'm most comfy in like a navy cashmere jumper and some jeans. That's like, you can see, that's all I want really. And then you think, well, why do you don't? If that's what makes you comfy and happy and you feel like you look good, then
And what are your kind of shopping mottos? When you're buying pre-loved, what do you? Because we're about to see. I'm sure there's a lot up there in the archives.
You can feel the ceiling kind of bending under the weight of it.
How do you decide what comes in, what goes out?
I just had a massive cull actually. I've sold 65 items.
Wow.
And I realised when I'd sold that...
Everyone's going to be asking where they all are.
Oh, well, there's still stuff there. The things I'd sold were just things that I didn't really... You know, they had like memories that I didn't really want to hold on to or whatever.
Okay.
And when I looked at the total, it's the same amount as a Chanel 2.55, which I've always wanted. And I was like, because I could never just... It's so much money to part with. And the fact that it's all stuff that I don't use or want. So that has been... that was a really good clear out, and I feel better. It just makes you feel less stagnant, having like less stuff. I think a good thing to think is, will I wear this tomorrow? If it's something you think, oh, I'll wear this when I'm like a different person, when I'm like, you know, because you can have like a bit romanticised, like I'll wear this when I go to like a garden party or like whatever you would never do. It's just thinking like, will I actually wear this? And also, when I was younger, I definitely bought stuff that didn't fit.
And do you have any tips or advice for people who want to get into pre-loved, how to shop it?
Yeah, I think if you've never shopped pre-loved before, the good starting point is like looking at brands you wear already and like things in your wardrobe, because you know the size. So I know that's something people find a bit off-putting. So if you know the size, like the length of the leg, if you're buying jeans or whatever, it's a good place. And also, you just be amazed at the cost. Like I just bought a perfume that I've wanted. I don't know, it's not clothes, but I keep not buying it because it's so expensive. And I thought, oh, just look on eBay, and it's brand new in its packaging, and it was like £40.
Yeah.
So I just think, if you're already buying those brands new, just look, and the price, I think, would just change your mind.
How much you can save.
Yeah,
probably.
it's crazy.
And what about outfit formulas? You've obviously mentioned about like the boxers and the big shirts.
Yeah.
What about any, like throughout the rest of the seasons, what else are you drawn to?
Always sportswear, so like I have loads of men's, like especially American football tops or ice hockey tops, because I'm going to Canada pretty much every summer. Blue jeans, good blue jeans, and I find that hard because I had a baby 4 years ago, but you know, month to month your body can feel quite different. So I can't just have one pair of jeans, which is one of my weak spots, because it depends how you feel. Coats, I've just got a massive issue with coats. I've got so many, and I love how you can wear your kind of base and then just change it. Like if you want to, I've got like a vintage Gap leather jacket, which is just so amazing. And then a Max Mara like floor length cashmere coat, which I've lived in. Yeah. And I love that. Like if I wear leggings and a hoodie to take my son to nursery and I put that on, I just feel like, okay, I look, you know.
And I feel like you can wear the same base outfit probably, you know, Monday to Friday and a different coat, and you're like creating this totally different thing,
exactly.
which is so amazing.
Yeah.
How do you scan? Like, how do you know what's a good find or what's not?
I'll always go to the men's section, and I'm always looking for cashmere, which is quite hard to find now because I feel like there's just not so much of it. But like men's shirts, pyjamas, probably the stuff that maybe other people aren't wanting, homeware. So I got a really cute vintage egg cup for Alf. Quite like the women's, like more formal stuff, because I felt like you can get some 80s. I'm always looking for the 80s, trying to take myself back to the 80s.
Okay, well, I think we need to go and have a look at your wardrobe now.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Come and have a look.
My first question was going to be, what are the pillars of your wardrobe? And I feel like I can see.
Yeah, it's quite clear. This like whole stripy shirt section. And I've just done a colour.
And there's a very specific colour of blue. It's not just a blue stripe, it's like a light blue.
One of my old assistants introduced me to the world of Dior men's shirts, vintage ones. So that's a vintage Dior, and it has the Dior embroidery on the pocket. It just feels very chic. So if I want to feel a bit fancy.
And you just told us before that you've got 3 of the same shirts.
Yeah, so I got this probably like 15 years ago, this Ralph Lauren shirt, and then because it's specific, it says polo jeans and co, so I think maybe it's like 2000s or something, but it's a specific, I just love the shape of it, and so I keep trying to replicate it.
It's unreal.
Always like double denim, but then I'm really particular about the shape, because often they're quite thick, like that's too thick. This one's chambray, which I find is a bit better, and that was massive, like way too long to tuck in, so I had it chopped. Yeah. So that it feels quite blousy, but you don't get all the bulk there.
How much do you alter?
A lot.
Pieces that you get?
Yeah, a lot. Often because like I'm really sensory about like things being on my waist and stuff. So like I wore this for the Endless Runway that we did with eBay. We worked with this amazing seamstress Mel, but she changed the zip to the back because it has a slit, so it's slit to the thigh. And but that was on the back.
That's amazing.
I know, it's so good.
And is that like V at the front?
She just changed the whole top of it.
Wow.
Because the slit was on the back. Yeah. And so it was like very like, I was like, I can't really walk down the runway and have like my bum out. So she just changed the zip around.
And what brand's that?
Talbot Runhoff. This is Febin, who you know is like one of the most amazing British designers.
Wow.
And this actually I had altered. So you know, often elastic is really like stiff. Yeah. I just had the elastic in that change, but it's so cool.
Has it got arms?
No, it's a skirt.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Look.
Oh my god! So, but I feel like you could definitely wear that as a top.
I don't know. Boob tubes are not my.
No, you're fine.
Not anymore.
Okay, so number 1 pillar, blue striped shirt, a bit of chambray. What else? I'm seeing some
denim.
Stripes. Oh, denim. Okay.
Denim, like orange tab Levi's. I really like the shape because they're a bit more. They're kind of loose but a bit tighter on your bum. I don't like it when it's too baggy. These are Marcus Almeida. These I'd wanted for ages. They're so good. And
That's
they were
such
so
a good
cheap.
wash as well.
And I love that this is so low, so you can, like, there's no waistband and you can tuck stuff really easily. They look very flattering. Men's shirts. Actually, I always had a Breton top obsession, but since I moved to Hastings, I feel a bit like a cliche. So those are being worn slightly less. Although this one is Vivienne Westwood, which is just.
Oh, that's so cool.
And these are so expensive. It's from the Westwood archive, it says in the label, but I love this detail under here.
So soft.
This is one of my favourites, and it's on a tiny child's hanger. That's why it looks weird. I don't even know what Iron Horse is. Maybe a bar or a.
So cool.
But I get so many comments from people on this. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I've seen you definitely in this.
And I love wearing that with a really short skirt and my loafers. It feels like that's my kind of vibe. Is like I'd like to feel comfy, but I would also like to feel a bit sassy.
Yeah, love that. And what about tailoring? What are your favourite pieces?
I'm very into men's suits, and also one of my team, Phoebe, found this incredible Nina Ricci blazer, which this is like a tie, so it just feels very extra.
How cool.
I know, it's so good. So you can wear it as like a big bow, but I wore it
that as a bow.
Yeah, it's quite heavy when it's a bow.
Yeah.
But I wore it like this with jeans and loafers to an event we hosted.
Yeah.
And I just felt so incredible in it. It just felt like it's really like unusual and just felt really dramatic.
And that surely is like such a buzz that you get from buying something pre-loved that is so unusual. No one else in the room is going to be wearing the same thing as you.
Yeah.
How amazing.
My Phoebe, who found this, has the trousers. Oh. She bought them separately, and I keep saying to her, do you want to sell me the trousers? She's like, no. And then I have this amazing men's Versace suit.
Wow. Oh, look at the inside.
I know the inside's slightly not my vibe, but I had these replaced with in Hastings there's an amazing haberdashery, and it had kind of like black buttons, and I just think that makes it feel really kind of more modern.
And what about the most treasured?
Yeah, I feel actually that's something about. I feel once you've done a cull, you feel very connected to it all. Like there's nothing that I'm kind of like a bit meh about. You know, it's like all very important. This probably, which I've thrown on the bed, is my Gap leather jacket.
I love that.
I think because it's so rare.
Yeah.
It's from the 80s, I think, and because it's been worn in by somebody, and if I lost this, I think it's the things that are irreplaceable. It only costs £40, but if I lost it, I would be slightly devo.
Oh, look at the shape. That is amazing.
And it's so comfy and it's really warm. So even in the snow, I've been wearing it.
Wow.
Feels,
I love also that you don't just have like designer pre-loved. There's some like there's a high street in there as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all about like the shape, the tones, the colours.
I went to the British Fashion Awards with eBay. That's what I was saying to you earlier about my style. So I wore a Talamamo kind of caftan, you know, with all the fringing and the necktie.
Wow,
and then because it felt so glam, I wanted something that wasn't. So I found this on eBay, and that just makes me feel in my comfort zone.
Cool.
And I love that it's quite long line and a bit square.
Yeah.
And as soon as I put that on, I felt more like myself.
I think it's good to have those kind of like key like style indicators. You know, it's like it's not quite feeling like me, so I'm going to add this, and then that feels like me.
Yeah, exactly. So I think often as a stylist, you kind of like feel like something's coming. Like at the moment, because of Rivals, like the 80s feels like it's having a bit of a comeback. But I remember buying this in a vintage shop, I think in New York or somewhere, and I just loved it. Like it wasn't a trend. I just thought I love the shape of it. I love how it's really sexy. It's really like cropped. And then I was watching a show when I worked at Elle as an assistant, and all of the models were coming down the runway wearing PVC and zebra, because this lining zebra, and everyone was laughing at me, and it was like, you know, you had to wait however many months to buy that stuff, and I was already wearing it because it's secondhand, and it's like that's why it's such a great way to shop.
And you know obviously, like you're a stylist, you've got the eye, you kind of know what's going to be great.
But I think anyone can do that. It's just buy what you like. It doesn't matter if it's a trend. If you see it and you think, oh, really something in me that speaks to me, I love it.
And what about accessories, shoes, bags?
Bags, I'm not like massively, I'm really loyal to my bags, and I think because bags are so expensive, designer bags, it makes me feel a bit ill. So I've got I've got a red and a blue Balenciaga City, and I use those all the time. It's like my they're the perfect size, and I just think, well, I don't need anything else. They're like the perfect.
I spied the red one downstairs.
You were like, ooh.
Amazing. I was like magpie, like drawn immediately to it.
Oh yeah, here's my blue one. And I bought these. Have just had a massive resurgence. But that colour also just goes with everything. It's like a navy coat or denim, and I've loved this to death. It's like so much more battered.
And shoes.
Shoes?
Shoe wardrobe?
Yeah.
So we're in the shoe cupboard
This
now.
is my shoe room.
I feel like this is a very condensed edit as well, and there's definitely a colour theme going on here.
Yeah, it's true. I don't wear heels a lot, so the ones that I have to be really comfy. These are some of my favourite Manolos from eBay, and they're just like, the heel is so good. They make everything look they're a bit weird looking, which I like. I wanted these forever, and I feel like this is from these Saint Laurent.
Wow, they are in such good condition.
I know, but they're so high, and I feel like I've had like pictures taken of them and stuff, but I just wanted them for such a long time that I feel like I'll never part with them. 2 lots of black trainers. So these Sambas I've had for probably like 20 years, and I think they're actually, you know, where they've kind of, I don't know if they've kind of passed their best, but now Sambas have had a massive thing. I'm a bit like, I feel, sad that, and these are some football trainers that I bought, some in Canada, I think.
Oh wow.
And I just love them. They're just random.
They're so cool.
I remember being on the tube when I lived in London, and some guy, you know how everyone keeps their head down, and he went like this and clocked them, and then he was like, like thinking I was on my way to football. I was like, no, there's no
It does show you though that, like, firstly, that like everything comes back around again. Even if you haven't got the eye that you have, like those pieces, if you love them, hold on to them.
Yeah, exactly. Just stick with it,
and that you can find inspiration in the coolest of places, like football.
These Prada loafers. So these are actually my like for smart. I've got some downstairs that are battered, but I wear them pretty much every day in the winter, and I can't imagine feeling like I've fallen out of love with them.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you find a shoe and you're like, that just goes with everything, and it goes with jeans, and love it with skirts and tights.
And these do you buy pre-loved as well?
Yeah, all of them are pre-loved, yeah.
They are just like in such impeccable condition as well.
I know.
I think,
again,
I think people assume with pre-loved or vintage that it's kind of obviously like older and maybe the condition's not going to be quite so good, but they are. Honestly, you've inspired me. Every time I see you, always inspire me to shop more pre-loved. These Chloe boots, I remember so clearly. I think this is the first designer item that I ever was like,
me too.
This is what I need.
Yeah.
Like, I was so obsessed with them.
Yeah. But I feel like those kind of went a bit off the boil.
Yeah.
And now I've always wanted them in red, which is funny because I'm a bit funny about red shoes.
Yeah.
Just always have been. But I feel like those in red, with like blue jeans and a blue denim shirt. These actually were copied from a vintage boot. So there was an article years ago that Chloe had obviously bought it in New York, this pair of vintage, like probably 80s, and they're a direct copy.
Wow.
So they were actually inspired by a vintage piece, which proves that everything comes around, right?
It does indeed. And then you've got some kind of fun jazzy sandals.
Yes, always. These are Tavers. I live in Tavers in the summer, but mine had like got a bit knackered looking, so I got someone to sew all these crystals on.
No way!
Yeah,
oh
so
I love that.
They've got a new life.
Yeah, they look
and I
much
get
more
so
glamorous.
many comments on them. Yeah, so like if I have to go to something a bit smarter, I'm like, oh, I've been at the beach, I just want to wear my Tavers. I'm like, okay, party Tavers.
So cool.
And then these are Marni sandals that was pre-loved, and these are also Marni sandals, which are they're like kind of tires. They're so heavy.
Yeah.
But that's my kind of summer thing. I love a really kind of sparkly sandal with like men's pants and a shirt. That's my thing.
Love it. I feel like we could chat for ages, Amy, about style. Literally want to go through every single item of your wardrobe and hear the story behind it. But thank you so much for letting us in.
Thanks for
through
coming.
Everything. It's been so inspiring. As I said, every time I meet you, I think I need to shop more pre-loved.
You're going to be frantically shopping.
I
on the way
literally will be.
home.
I'm going to be on eBay all the rest of the evening. But thank you so much.
Thanks
This has
for coming.
been so amazing.
Oh, wow, she is so inspiring. She makes me want to trawl through eBay for hours. Love Amy. Sticking with the style chat, ladies. The workwear landscape has changed massively, kind of post-COVID, work from home, you're in the office. I want to know what you are wearing. Are you working from home, Angela?
I'm working from home, yeah. If I'm working from home, I'm wearing something extremely comfortable, but I love to dress up when I'm going out to meetings because those are my chances now.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a top from a brand I'm currently loving. It's called Almada Label. It's gorgeous. You love it too? Yeah. Oh my God.
Gorgeous.
I thought it was my secret discovery, but
It's like everyone
I
knows.
know everyone knows, but these two are in the know, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So it's a Finnish, Finland-based designer. They're made in Europe and Inner Mongolia, and this top is kind of like a representative of their aesthetics. Good quality. So, and I'm wearing Citizens of Humanity. I love their denims, and it goes with everything, but it's still slightly more polished. So these two brands are what I'm loving for workwear at the moment.
So you would wear denim to a meeting, you think that
I think so. I think the workwear, like you said, the landscape has changed and you can get away with something that is polished but still elevated, but a little bit maybe on the casual side.
Yeah, this is a meeting outfit or SheerLuxe show outfit, I should say.
Yes.
If you are working from home, what would your outfit be? Or
Oh
what
God,
brands
I have to say I am the full out, sweatpants girl. Yeah, definitely. If I'm attending a Zoom meeting, you would see me dressed up from the top, but at the bottom, definitely sweatpants. There is an American brand called Alfred Eden, and I'm currently loving their sweatpants.
Yeah.
Very street chic. Yeah.
Nice.
Although I'm probably not cool enough for that.
You are, of course you are.
definitely are.
Out of all people, you definitely are.
Like I'm in fancy dress.
Holly, tell me about your workwear pieces. What are you loving at the moment?
If I was going to invest in a couple of things, I would say a really good pair of black slacks. I'd say a really good loafer, because I also think as much as I love heels, it's just not very practical. So I think when you're running around, whizzing around London, if you've got a good loafer, you can get that same level of looking smart.
Smartness.
I've got a really good pair of Todd's ones because a chunkier one suits me a bit better. But so many high street, there's those M&S ones that everyone's been going nuts for. Oh my goodness.
They do shoes well.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they're great. And I think a loafer also slightly dresses up a jean if you were going to do denim, if that was kind of good for you. And then it's a cliche, but always a good blazer.
And also a leather skirt and a black.
A brown boot.
A brown suede boots. Yeah.
Do love a leather skirt.
Lauren, your favourite workwear pieces? Who are your go-tos?
My go-tos definitely are an Ian Bing. So I have a black blazer. It's actually called the Kaya blazer, which is named my daughter, really weirdly. But I wear that so much. I have to keep debobbling underneath because I mustn't
Rub
use it
your
so
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And I actually wear a lot of leather. So as today, but I've got
Where is this skirt from?
This is from Mango. And I just think Mango is so good.
Yeah, Mango is great.
I used to be a Zara girl, and then we started working with Mango, and I think half my wardrobe is Mango.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So mine. They also do really great shoes.
Really good shoes, and they're really comfortable. So I'll always wear a bit of leather, like a leather legging, trouser, a good boot. These are by Charles and Keith. Another one of our brands.
Another one of our brands.
Is it Aussie? Is it Aussie? Or is it Asian? They're massive in Australia. Big in Australia.
Yeah, shameless plug, Charles and Keith, but really comfortable. But my ultimate buy is a Chanel pump. I wear them all the time because if I'm running from work to go and get Kaya, I need to be in a flat shoe because these just aren't going to work.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say blazer, bit of leather to dress it up and make it contemporary, and a Chanel pump. You'll never go wrong.
That is your go-to. What happens when you are working from home? Because you're not in the office every day, are you?
No, so we're in the office Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Monday is my work from home day.
My old boss used to call those people twats.
I think it's a universal term now. I'm going to really admit it. Non-negotiable, I've always got makeup on.
Yeah.
I always did in COVID. I do my hair, I do my makeup. I just feel professional.
Yeah. You need
Maybe
to
an earring. An earring on.
Yeah, an earring's a really good idea of like dressing
that's so true.
immediately
Yeah, you
dressing
feel
yourself
so
up.
much more pulled together.
Yeah, I love that. Some great brands there, ladies. Okay, well, as Amy Bannerman lives in Hastings, it felt like a great opportunity to explore the area, see what delights Lu and Hodge got up to after the actual work was done.
Morning.
Where Where are we off to? In the car.
We're in the car. We are on our way to Hastings to do our next Style Insider with Amy Bannerman, which is super exciting. And she's like the ultimate vintage thrifter. But yeah, we're gonna do her wardrobe tour, and then I think there's a couple. I think there's 4 vintage stores. Did she say?
Yeah, on her road.
How handy. So we're gonna have a little quick peek in there.
So excited, and we can call this work.
Exactly. How lovely.
We had an early start, so I'm just reapplying makeup. You should never put bronzer on in a dark room.
You should never.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm really tan.
2 hours and we made it to Hastings. And look at this weather.
Look at it.
Thanks for driving, Lou.
This has just been done. This room's got quite a lot of things like these bottom.
Amazing. I love all the art. I really like the Dick flow chart.
Thank you, my
Yes.
friend.
I really love it. I really love it.
I really need that for my kids.
Yeah. The shutters are beautiful. Were they already here? Did you have them made?
No, so they were made by a retired carpenter that lives in the Old Town, and when I moved in, I tracked him down.
Wow.
I found his daughter online and contacted her, and she said, "Why do you want to speak to my dad?" And she was like really weirded out. And I said, "I just need him to make sure the shutters for my bedroom the same."
Have you done one of those genes tested? Is it your dad
She
as
was a bit
well?
weirded out.
Oh,
wow. I know.
Oh my god.
A bit cheaper, but it's more that it's like really old marble, so the
That's
the
so
colour
cool.
of it is really nice.
I love that.
And this is from Charleston, you know that where the Bloomsbury group lived.
Oh, yeah,
Been there,
yeah.
But they sell fabrics.
Wow.
I love their
You know you're getting old
It's
when
funny,
you get
yeah, I
excited
know.
by things like that.
I know this was like the highlight of last year for me. Honestly, really was.
It's definitely a Dick.
Yeah, obsession with Dick.
But this was on eBay. This is in MoMA. It's by an artist called Sucess, and then I found it on eBay. That's I had the bench made, and then Colours of Ali and I designed that fabric together. And that's all storage under there. So I've just put storage everywhere. I treasure it.
That's so nice.
It was such a fun day as well.
Don't forget good pictures.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
gorgeous.
No, I know. And also, because I'm a single mum. She's called Nadine.
Cute.
That's the perfect
library.
spot for it, isn't it?
This has just been put in temporarily, but I'm having this, so the bath's going to go here with a curtain like the same height as the ceiling, so it's really dramatic, and then I'm having the sink and the loo along here with a big vanity.
You bought that on eBay? Like, how do they deliver that though? I just wouldn't think that you can find things like that on eBay.
Yeah.
You can feel good creative energy
I feel
here.
like it's, but do you know
Massively.
what? Men always say they feel creeped out here, which I really like.
Sorry,
The moment I came here, I felt
No, I
like
think
it
it's
had
good
really
energy.
feminine energy as
Yeah,
well.
I totally
And like,
see that.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad.
I'm feeling the good energy, massively.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Oh, good. Even though you're a man.
Good energy, yeah.
And this is Alf's room.
Wow.
Alf's room.
Oh my god, look at his bed!
We all sleep up here. But this was from eBay. This man had handmade it. So these are banister spindles.
Wow.
And he'd made it all for his kids, and they'd grown up. So I had it painted, and then these are Beata Human. I had these made. For it, and we keep adding like disco balls and stickers. It was £5. It was the most grossest, like all holy. Louisa at Colours of Ali recovered it. This fabric from Merchant and Mills, which is in Rye, which is the most unbelievable fabric shop, and then Louisa from Colours of Ali did this stripe.
I love that.
So when you're outside, you can see the stripe, and it matches the chair.
That's so beautiful.
It looks like he was a COVID baby. So every time he met someone, I took a picture.
Oh.
Because I was like, I have to prove to you that you were with other humans.
Yeah. I feel like you document like the best memories and like everything's so special. It's so nice.
That's nice. Thrift is this brand I started when I was 22, and I imported secondhand stuff from Canada, and I kept this one thing because I was like, I just
that is
want my child to wear it. But
Let's have a look there.
Oh my god, that is so cute. I said it looked like an SS Daily cardie. And
I know he's got some really good.
oh my god,
jackets. Before Christmas, he said I want a black roll neck. But so my tummy doesn't get hot, I want it to stop here. And I was like, okay, that's quite a look for a 3-year-old.
giving Pooh Bear.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
This is my bedroom.
Wow.
Completely unchanged. These are the shutters that John made.
Gorgeous.
And they're so, look how dark it is. Like even in the day, it could be night.
That is such a nice colour.
I wake up and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then this is a blanket from Toast.
Wow.
These were the guys that owned the house before. One of them's a stylist and one was an interior decorator. So they put really beautiful thing, but he made these, and I made them smaller for my room.
I love sneaking around people's homes.
I
It always
know.
just makes you want to go home and be like, right, I'm changing
I
everything.
know, I did that.
So, like, surprising this house.
Yeah.
I know, it just keeps
So
going.
much room.
And the shapes.
It looks very small down. When I first came to see it, I was outside and I thought, oh, I shouldn't even bother going. It's like poking. And then when I came in, I was like, oh, it's magical.
Yeah.
This is a secret little room in here. So it goes all the way under the stairs.
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
At the top, that's just, you can just walk all along there. How amazing.
Yeah, so you can walk from there to like Rye pretty much, I think.
Very calming.
Yeah, it is.
Really calm. It's a different world.
This is for me, like, so I'm launching a brand actually.
You get the vintage piece and then they...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I source it all and then she paints it.
Wow.
Sheepskin, I know.
Like, when you find stuff like that, are you, like, how have you found that?
I tend to go into like a real hyper focus on things. So it was when I wanted a leopard coat for me, because I'm so specific, like it has to be perfect.
Okay,
so then I'll just keep it for further down the line.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
like years of collecting stuff.
yeah.
So like,
Just
That's
such
so
cool
I know.
stuff.
How do they? And I've got a whole storage like warehouse down here that's just full of clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
God, that's a whole day.
This is so cool. I think I got that at a car boot. It looks like Dries or
Yeah,
something.
that's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've just finished filming Style Insider with Amy, but we are in Hastings, and Amy is the queen of pre-love fashion, and she's going to take us to her like 3 favourite pre-love shops.
My friend owns this. She is Japanese and it's her florist, but she's in Japan at the moment. But if anyone comes to Old Town, she has the most beautiful flowers.
It's so chic.
It's so lovely. I'm so excited. I've just seen a totem bag in the window and a really lush looking navy blazer. Hiya! Oh my god, I love that.
Best colour.
Oh my god, I love that. Oh, the colour palette is like literally everything. Oh my god, I love
Those
those.
are so nice.
Perfect.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
First item.
Within
Alright.
2 seconds.
Yeah, we're done.
You're like, we don't have time to shop.
Hey, look, that's lush, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so good.
So lush, like jealous lush, which is good.
You're
It's a
jealous?
good feeling, isn't it, when you're jealous?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh my god.
Well, it's going to go really well with my house. Okay, I want to try those.
That's
Really cute.
That might be French.
Sorry, look how amazing that leather. Amy, that leather. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love the neck on it. And the little shoulders.
Quite nice over there.
Oh, and the leather.
Yeah. What's the cuff? It is your birthday week.
Yeah.
Oh my god, babe. You're the best person to go shopping with.
I said to Lu that she would love it, and I'm very happy that it's been like
I think she's already
slight
picked
panic.
3 things. So yeah, she's.
So
Yeah,
I think
lush.
if you got one with big enough shoulders, it would be big all over.
Yeah.
If it's not too swampy.
I love it.
Lovely.
I love it too.
What are you getting, Lee? Two items, 2
I'm going to get
pieces.
this navy blazer. Which one? It's a dead stock Italian 1960s. There we go. Yeah, and then this piece we're not too sure where it's from, but I'm going to Google it while you're out.
This is Goose Finds, who I buy a lot from because they sell on eBay, and it's owned by 2 brothers, and they have amazing streetwear.
Oh my god. I love that. That is so cool.
Yeah, that is so cute. I love that. Because remember Snoopy was a big part of our lives growing up.
Massive.
My folding's not going to be to scratch.
Northwest.
I also love that colour.
That is really nice. See you soon, Alex. Bye.
See you guys.
This is the best deli, Pen Buffles, where I get coffee, and they do amazing toasties. Chanel and Alexander McQueen. If you come, you have to go here. The opening times are here.
I feel like I'm channeling Had
Oh,
Steel.
sorry, yeah,
I haven't
so
heard
good.
of the pickle one.
I don't
No,
know.
neither.
I've tried them and they weren't pickly enough.
Please, might I get an Earl Grey?
Yeah. And 2 flat whites, please.
Anything you could possibly want?
The stock comes in all day, every day. We never know what's going to come and who's going to bring it or what we're going to sell.
Wow.
Awesome.
Like a canoe.
The weather we've had lately.
Oh, it's massive.
Brendan Blake lived on this street.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his house.
Wow.
The best day.
Best day. I want this as a new series.
Yeah.
I think this is such a vibe.
Are you moving?
We're gonna be channeling Amy on the way back, manifesting
We're
my
gonna
life.
look for a house.
Gonna look for a house. I'm going on eBay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find all these fun
Yeah.
things. Can't wait to our outfits next week.
Yeah.
Coming, I loved it. It was so fun.
Thank you, Amy.
Bye.
Nice to meet you. See you later. Okay, guys, that's us in Hastings. Shopped out.
It's been so
Success.
fun, and like I was not expecting to come away with purchases.
No. What treat? It's St. Leonard's, which Heather has recommended as like a cool, cute town with like, she's recommended 2 restaurants, so we're gonna go and have a really late vibe.
We are we're in St. Leonard's and we're at a place called Bait. Heather and Amy recommended. And it's so cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. And it's good vibes for January. Look at this table.
Very busy.
There's another place here that Heather recommended called Sleeper Bagels. Apparently it's lush.
Which is next door, but I think it closed at 2:30, so we're a bit late. Because we got distracted by all the shopping.
Yeah!
This is exactly what I want to be eating right now.
Yeah. So what have you got, minestrone?
I have got a minestrone, which looks like it's got some kind of beans, some kale, some veg, a little bit of pasta. It's yummy.
It's smoked cheddar and leek toasty.
Wow.
Shout out to my Welsh roots.
And you got
Rigatoni. I don't know what was it like.
Cacio
Creamy. Yeah. What are we on the search for, guys? Chocky.
I want chocolate.
Okay, guys, we're on our way home.
Sad times.
The journey back begins.
And it was amazing. Amy was incredible. I just want to hang out with her all day.
Same.
I feel like her shopping habits are like everyone needs to adopt them.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything in her home, or anything you said, where's that from? She was like, I got it on eBay for like 50p,
Yeah.
and then reupholstered it. And like I know this little man who does this, and like those vintage stores were amazing.
And on her road.
Yeah. Is it Hawes and Dove?
Hawks and Dove.
Hawks and Dove. I will be stalking on Instagram forevermore.
You made friends with the lady.
And we finished it off with a lovely meal.
Yeah, and that
Great.
restaurant was lush, wasn't it?
Recommendation.
And they were really nice and friendly in there.
Yeah, and sadly the bagel shop wasn't open. I would have liked to go to that, and then the other little bakery, but I think we were too late in the afternoon.
I feel we need a reason to come back anyway.
Thanks for a fun day, guys.
Thanks.
See you later.
Those blazers were incredible, and they are also available online for delivery.
Yay.
So good. Oh my gosh, I know. So good. So next up, ladies, we are going to move on to things we love, which is my favourite bit, but things we love with a twist. I want to know what makes you so successful in your working lives. What can you not kind of like live without? What do you swear by? Lauren, I'm going to start with you.
Oh, I'm going straight in with the face.
Okay.
So I've just had PRP.
Been
Which
hearing a
is
little about
Is this the vampire
This is the
facial? Okay, this is the
vampire
vampire facial.
So they take blood, they spin it, and then they take the plasma off the top and inject it back into your face with a skin booster.
Kim Kardashian is a massive fan. She used to have it all the time. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, it was pretty painful, but I had it done with Dr. Elizabeth Hawkes at Cadogan Clinic. She has got the kindest, gentlest voice you've ever had.
Very soothing.
If she was my dentist, I'd be a happy woman.
You'd be at the dentist all the time.
But I've never seen like a result like it. So when
Yeah,
I'm
your
really
skin looks
tired from
incredible.
work,
Yeah.
Really good.
so for me, that was a game changer of a find for this year, and I'm going to be having it again.
I was going to say,
keep
how
going again
often
free.
did
Yeah.
she say to have it? Like, what's the...
Probably 6 to 9 months.
Oh, okay.
So,
So, yeah.
and if you've had Botox or polynucleotides, I've also had, it can boost the results. So
I love
I'm all for it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
And it's not, it's your own plasma.
Yeah.
Your platelet-rich plasma, to be precise. So I just think if it's natural,
Yeah,
it's
and you're
going
putting
in
it
for
back
me.
in. Yeah, you're on
It's going
it.
in for me. So I discovered these. I actually got sent them in the office, and then I've been buying them. So sampling works.
Yes.
So they're called You're Looking Well. There's a night pill and a day pill. And I don't know if it's just a placebo effect when it comes to supplements, but I'm a believer in them.
Yeah.
But they really are good. They make me have a better night's sleep. I'm not getting up so much in the night. I feel refreshed.
Yeah.
So I totally believe in them. I take a load more in the morning, but I think if you can have a pill, which is a night pill and day pill, that's simplicity for me. And then my final, really simple, Merit Flush Balm. It's basically, it's for the cheek, but I put it on my nose, I put it on my lip, I put it on my eyes. With Merit, everything's multifunctional.
Yeah.
It's the best brand. For me, it's everything. It's all I wear on my face.
Yeah.
And I just think that they've just brought out all new colours, and this is, if I feel low in the afternoon at work, I just quickly do this at my desk.
And you're like, ding.
Until my colleague goes, that's a bit much. But it's very sheer. And I just carry it around with me everywhere. So it's an absolute essential for 2025 and for making me feel great at work.
Holly, moving on to you.
Okay,
I can
so my
see
first
this is
one
like
is a practical one.
show and tell.
So I got this bag. Actually, I saw it on Lu and bought it. It's the little Lifner bag.
Yeah.
And I bought the biggest one possible. And literally, for throwing everything in, it's been amazing. I've always had like bags, little bags. They're not cheap, but they're really well priced for the quality that they are and the leather they've used, in my opinion. Secondly, as like something that kind of enriches my life in the morning. So my friend Rosie has got me really onto this podcast called It's Me Tinks. Do you guys know Tinks?
Oh my God.
I'm
obsessed with that.
So my girlfriend Rosie is friends with her and put me onto her. And I spent a lot of time trying to steal every hour I could in the car, whatever, listening to business podcasts, trying to learn, everyone's like, enrich your brain.
Yeah.
You know what, by the end of the day, I was fucking exhausted. How much more can you cram in there? And I dropped meetings being like, ugh. Right. And I was like, you know what, screw that. So anyway, started listening to Tiggs by Rosie. It is the best listen because it's funny. She can talk shit about shit, I'm
It's
not
about
saying
dating, it's about boys.
I mean, clearly
It's
I'm
just so
like an
fun.
old married boring woman, so I'm probably not her demographic. But anyway, it's great. It's kind of like an escape. It's fun.
Yeah.
She does talk about certain other kind of more topical things, but I just think sometimes our brains don't need to be so overloaded, guys. We can just listen to something a bit kind of lighthearted, fun. She's someone I would massively recommend that. It's really that's just kind of really helped me kind of just chill out in between meetings and kind of switch off a little bit. And then thirdly, the third thing that I love, and you guys can laugh because I'm so boring, but it is all to do with my routine. It's my calendar. I am obsessed with my calendar and my alarms. If I know everything's accounted for or put in a diary, I will never forget anything, and then I can relax.
Yeah.
That's
if
why
I know
I
I've
have a
downloaded
paper diary.
Yeah, I have one for that
because I have
too.
to write everything down so that it actually then sticks in my head. Angela, I'm seeing some balls.
I know.
next to
Oh my
you,
God.
And
Okay.
I just really want to see.
Everybody
what
wants to know what the balls are. So these, what I call them trigger balls or massage balls, they are the best for your, sore muscles. So basically, I travel.
Is it squishy?
Do you lie on
No,
them?
not
they're
really. They're
hard.
harder, but they have the things on top, so
Like the
it will really go
ridges.
into your kind of your muscles. And
So how would you use it?
So basically what I use is I can stand against the wall, put these against myself and the wall and roll some sore joints out. Or I also look like a crazy person. I lay on the floor and roll on top. These really help, especially when you feel kind of sore and achy and stiff
shoulder,
when you're traveling so much. This really helps. Inexpensive, so light.
Nails.
I know. Pastel colors specifically picked.
Someone
So
also
these
said
are good.
for foot cramp, you can literally rub your feet on
And
them.
you know what is quite crazy? Because if you try to bend down now, and the flexibility, know down how far you can reach, and then you step on your foot, on these and roll them out, you can bend down further after.
Yeah.
And these are my family size supplements I got over a sale on Black Friday. So Body Bio, I think is a UK-based brand. I love their supplements. It's PC. Don't ask me what they stand for, but they are great for overall body function and brain function and mental clarity. So these really help me kind of stay awake, not necessarily awake, but alert during the day and being more focused. And then finally, my husband always jokes I'm super deaf, but I can smell like a dog. So I love anything that is nicely scented. So this is from Nest, New York, and it's Turkish rose.
Yeah.
I normally just put a little bit
Oh,
on
it's
my
you.
lip.
I can
Handy.
smell. I can smell
Ah,
it.
it smells
fragrance.
amazing.
That is
Right?
It's you. I kept smelling this really lovely
Yes.
I love that. For me personally, I have just got my kitchen back after a 6-month
looks
house
so good.
renovation, and I am really enjoying making my ginger shots. I make pre-made ginger shots, freeze them, and then in the mornings put the ice cube in a glass.
Like you've got it, like I have it saved. Like Nana's done a video on
I've done
Instagram.
incredible. It's like
I have it
one of my
saved.
most asked questions is like, what's the recipe?
Yeah.
It's really simple. It's honestly ginger, apple, and lemon. Like that.
Do you know
is
how
it.
much I have spent on Marks and Spencer's ginger shots?
I know.
in
Well,
my
I was buying the
time?
prep ones
Nana's recipe, it's
constantly,
great.
and I was like, I need to not be in prep every morning.
You have a future business here because I buy them.
There you go. So yeah, that definitely sets me up for the day. And also, when you were talking about your calendar, I'm obsessed with my Apple Watch. Me closing my ring. So every morning, it's like I have to have done 30 minutes of exercise. I have to have done some meditation.
Do you use a meditation app?
I don't actually. I did start with Calm, but I'm very much now just, I'll put a playlist on, I'll put a track on, but then, yeah. It's
You
just
can go
nice.
back to the Nike app for meditation.
Oh,
They've got
can
some
you?
bits in there as well.
Good
We're-
to know.
we're
Nike
addicted.
app. Yeah, addicted to the Nike app. Oh my gosh, so much great chat, ladies. Thank you so much to my gorgeous guests, Lu and Hodge, of course, and Amy Bannerman. Next week, there'll be more fashion and beauty content. We would love it if you could comment below, give us a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you haven't yet. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.